Okay, let's continue. Reish Ayin Aleph Seif Yud Gimel. Now this is a very important Seif, and I brought with me show and tell, two Bechers, which is going to, I hope, be very useful. Says the Mechaber, Tzorich lishtois mikoishel Kiddush k'moli lugmov. You need to drink from the Kiddush kois a moli lugmov, which literally means a cheekful. Dahainu kol she'isal kenu letzad echod befiv. When you've got liquid in your mouth and you sort of push it to one side, it fills one side of your mouth. V'yero'eh moli lugmov, and it's sort of your cheek looks full. V'hu ruba shel revius, and that's considered the roiv of a revius. Okay, that's the end of that sif. Let's see the Mishnah Berurah. Tzorich lishtois v'im lav lo yotza. So if you do not drink a moli lugmov, you are not yotze kiddush. Kamoli lugmov, says the Mishnah Berurah Samachei, to bo'in and shir choshev. Because what you drink, there needs to be a shir choshev, something more substantial. Sheyisyashev daito al didezeh. That there's some sort of satiation. That if you just sip the kiddush case, and then everyone, that's not good enough. You've got to drink a moli lugmov, which is considered is miyashev daite, is considered a bit more substantial, and that will satisfy a person. So if you take a look at 60, yeah.
Sorry, is that the one who makes kiddush?
Oh, we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. Va'af 66 now. Va'af hamakadesh kama pa'omim b'ze'achazeh. Even if you're making kiddush several times, which is easy to do. I seem to be doing it regularly on Shabbos morning, Baruch Hashem guess, and here and there. So you can make it a few times on Shabbos morning. Lekama anoshim das hagonim shemazam Orach shechayev lishtois b'chol kiddush moli lugmov. Every time you do it, you've got to drink a moli lugmov. V'loy moil sheyishte moli lugmov b'chol hakidushim yachad. You can't join all the various kiddushim together to contribute as one big moli lugmov. Okay, yeah.
So is that just on the iron in the night?
Well, so we're going to come to. I see.
Making if you.
Yeah, whenever.
If you Shabbos morning, I don't.
You make on whiskey or something.
You make a main thing. The main thing I make on wine.
Wine.
During the day, on Shabbos morning. If I would make it again, I would make on a shahakal.
On thing. Okay, so that's the question of how much should you drink if you. That is one of the problems of making it on whiskey or liquor.
That's right.
And because where's your share? So there's a lot of discussion about that. Some would say you need to be machman, therefore you need to have moli lugmov of whiskey as well. Others say this is the derech of drinking it, and therefore a small amount, that is the share of drinking this little Chaim. And therefore you don't need the moli lugmov, but that's not the derech of drinking.
It makes no difference. If you make it the first time, that's why I make it on wine.
Yeah, it's certainly preferable to make it on wine and grape
Then
juice.
if I have to make again, I make it on.
Yeah, okay. So let's see, more will come out from here. Samach Vav, Dahainu, Rotzolema Lobo in the Shem Mamish Mishnei Sodim. You don't need both cheeks to be full. One cheek is sufficient, that's a Moli Lugmov. Samach Zayin, Vuhu Shiazeh, Dai Afilu Im Hoya Kais Godel Shemachzik Kamervias. So if you've got a monster case, sometimes you see these massive case or something, you got a monster case, so it can hold 20 reviers. You still only need to drink a moli lugmov. Okay, that's only how much you need to drink. Seder. Now, how much is a moli lugmov? Samaches rubei shel reviers hainu ba'odem beinani machzik shirkach. Because a regular average person, that's how much it will be. But a big person, his cheekful is going to be bigger. So what do you have? What about a situation where you've got a very, a big fellow, a giant, who's got a very big cheek, and his moli lugmov can be more than revius. So says the Mishnah Berurah, Mikol Mokum loy boy lasus lishtos tveim revius. And that's the cap. So you've got a revius, which we'll discuss exactly what that is. Here's coming up now. You have to drink a moli lugmov of that, a cheekful of that. We'll talk numbers in a second. The share revius he kimat mole shtei klippas mebeitza bein the shatan negolis. A revius, is approximately 2 klippas of a beitza. V'hu shir beitza mechze imach klippa, which is approximately 1.5 eggs. The loy kushisha beitzim, a lug is 6 beitzim, kadis v'gemara. Or memela revius halug, and therefore a quarter of a lug who beitza v'chatzi. It's 1.5 beitzim. V'yesh machmirim bein hashirin v'yichichu habeitzim niskatnu bizmanenu. Nowadays the eggs are actually smaller than they were in the times of Chazal. Lemachatzis mashay b'mei Gemara, half of what they were in the times of Gemara. Valkain shir revius hu kiflaim. The shir revius is actually twice what it is, what we thought it was. V'chein nafkamina b'zeh in kazayis matzah v'hu kachatzi beitza k'mavu b'simen tov pe'vov. V'ayim be'aloch mashaksav nebinin zeh. The noch and lochish l'divrayim in Kiddush Halayla. Kiddush Halayla, which we've always said is a deraisa, one should be machmir and therefore use a bigger share. Val kol ponim yer lechatchila sheyachzik hakois kishnei beitzim. V'hashtia af ha'kais gadol, and the drinking of it, even though the case is very big, dai sheyishtek moli lugmav today. You only have to drink a moli lugmav regardless of the shir. V'da'oid da'ashir shel moli lugmav tzarich lishtos bli hefsek harba b'intayim. You shouldn't do it very slowly. You should drink it pretty much in one go or over a very short period of time. Dahainu shelo yishem et tchilas shtia rishona ad soif shtia achrona yosem ichdei shtia revius. Don't wait more than the time it takes to drink a revius between the two. I've seen the poskim say about 30 seconds. So when you drink the Kiddush wine, don't sip it slowly over a period of time. You should be drinking it within a period of about 30 seconds when you drink, which inevitably we do. Val kol podim lo yafsik zman rav kedei achilas pras. Certainly not the kedei achilas pras, which is a range of between sort of 2 and 9 minutes. V'im hivsik kedei achilas pras, and if you did, af b'diavad lo yotza, then even b'diavad you're not yotza. V'tzorach lizoy b'zeh k'shemekadish b'shachris al yain sraf she'oz motzeli kosher b'zeh. Oh, Yossi, that's your point, right? That when it comes to liquor and to whiskey and things like that, you've got to be careful because the problem is not in the amount you drink, but in the time you drink. Sometimes, you can sip a liqueur slowly. My father always said to me, you sip a liqueur. So you sip. So, Seder. Now, here we go. Just to make it more practical. I know when you saw this Becher, you're thinking to yourself, hey, this is small. You can make Kiddush on this. So this, my aunt always buys for my daughters. That's their sort of bas mitzvah present. This is Beler Ruchama. This is Ruchama's one. I measured it. It's exactly 86 cc. Right? They obviously make it according to for that. Who's 86 cc? That's the smaller share of Chaim Noah. The way to remember it always is kais. So this is a revius according to Chaim Noah. So it's not big, is it? Right? That's a revius according to Chaim Noah. If I make Kiddush on this, right? Sorry, 1 second. And this is exactly the share of the Chaznish, 150 cc. So, which is kais. What's the Lashon? What? Kais Hogan. Kais Hogan is 150. So this Hogan, yeah, that's the way to remember it. So 150. So which is just 150. This. So the share Chaznish is not massive. So if you on Friday night, I don't use this one. I use a different one, but I use something which is about this size, a bit bigger. To have, because that's the rice and you should be machmir for the bigger share. That's the nice thing to do, and pretty much most people will use a becher this size. You don't have to drink all of it. You have to drink a moli lugmav. A moli lugmav, approximately, it depends on the person, but is approximately 60 cc. Right now, 60 cc is about that much of that. Imagine it's like a fifth of a can. It's about that much. So that means of a becher, when you make Kiddush on Friday night, you should be drinking that amount. On Shabbos morning, if you want to be makel and have a smaller amount and use the Chaim Noah share, then you can definitely use this. But again, you've still got to drink the moli lugmav. Now, moli lugmav this will be the majority of the case. So it depends. That's just to bear in mind. So just to give you ideas of what Chaznish and Chaim Noah is, this is quite clear. Seder?
So after you've drunk.
So what we discussed yesterday. So Lemashal like tonight, if I make Kiddush, so I make Kiddush on this. According to the Magen Avraham, what we prefer to do is you make Kiddush on this, you then pour it out, and you drink from the kosher bracha, and then you distribute that one. But I make sure there's a moli lugmav.
If there's not going to be enough, you can then pour in.
Yeah, but I make sure that I keep myself a moli lugmav.
No, when you give out, let's say you've got.
Yeah, but they don't need to all a moli lugmav. So long as I'm having a moli lugmav, that's enough. That's going to be the next seed.
You have to have a moment.
What about?
Yeah.
And you're giving out.
That's going to be that will wait till Monday, Mr. That's coming. Seder. Okay.